Hi everybody. I'm so glad that you're joining us today. If you're joining live, then hi. I'm broadcasting to Facebook as well, and I am recording this, so it is going to go onto YouTube, and I'll be sharing it in my groups later on. So thank you for joining us. As we know, yesterday we talked all about stress and how we can learn to identify our stress triggers and simple techniques that you can introduce into your daily life to catch yourself when you do start stressing, to identify your stress triggers, and then to calm yourself so that you're not stressed, you're more focused. And today we're going to talk about movement and why it's important, and also, again, some simple, easy techniques that you can use every day in your life for movement. So before we start, if you want to pop into the chat, what is your favorite way to move during your breaks during the day? I'd love to hear what you've got to say. Okay, so today is day 2 of our 5-day self-care challenge. And yesterday we were talking all about letting go of stress. Today we're going to have a look at movement. Tomorrow, we're going to look at self-care matters, which are small little pampering things that you can do every day to introduce to look after you. Day 4, we're going to look at gratitude. And day 5, we're going to flip our mindset. Also, if you join our Facebook group, we've got a VIP Facebook group. You'll get exclusive access to the workbooks, the slides, the replays of the videos, etc. And obviously, the group is there to encourage you, because again, if you're not looking after yourself, you're not giving yourself a priority, it does have certain health effects on your health, and it has effects on your mindset and your mental health. And then you are going to start struggling to function properly, and it's going to have a ripple effect. This is why it is important to prioritize and bring the focus back onto yourself and start looking after yourself so that you can be the best person to help those around you. Here is the QR code to join our Facebook group. It is called the 5-day self-care challenge, but if you scan the QR code with your phone, it will go into the Facebook group and you can just answer the questions and agree to the terms and then join it. Also, on Friday, I am going to be giving away 1 ticket, 12 weeks of free life coaching with me. So that will be 12 30-minute sessions, one-on-one sessions with me. You can either choose to participate in my Navigating Change coaching program, or we can have a look at what your specific needs are and tailor the sessions around what you're trying to accomplish. That is entirely up to you, but it is up for grabs. So please join the Facebook group, register for this program. It doesn't matter if you can't watch live. We will make sure that you get the materials and that you watch the replays. And I'm going live at 7:30 South African Standard Time every single night this week until Friday. Okay, so today's key quote is, "Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live." It's such a nice quote, and that's by Jim Rohn. Okay, so let's talk about movement. Why is movement important? So think about it. I want you to give this some thought right now. Is a lot of us sit at our desks and we sit in front of the TV when we come home. How long do you sit every single day before you get up to go and make yourself coffee or move? So how important is movement? So let's have a look at this. It is a powerful way to release tension, improve focus, and energize both your body and your mind. So you don't need to spend hours in the gym. Just a few intentional minutes of movement can make a huge difference in your life. And that is where we're going to focus today. How does movement affect your body and mind? There are physical benefits. As you can see, it enhances blood circulation, increases oxygen flow to the muscles and organs, helps maintain healthy weight and posture, and reduces the risk of chronic diseases like heart disease and diabetes. Now, there's a lot of research around this. You will find it all over if you go and just, do some searches. This is not, rocket science. It's actually very widely known. So moving your body is so very important. We were made to move. We were not made to sit behind a desk all day doing nothing. So mental benefits, it releases endorphins, reduces stress, improves your mood, boosts cognitive function, enhances your memory, and promotes better focus and creativity. Now, isn't that amazing? The connection between the body and the mind, as you know, the mind and the body work very, very closely together. So whatever you do to your mind affects your body, and vice versa. How you treat your body affects your mind. So it is very important to look at how you can introduce mindful movement into your daily routine, maybe even once a week if you go to a yoga class, or you start doing Tai Chi, for instance. I went to China, and it was actually amazing watching these guys do the Tai Chi in the mornings, like super early. They do it on their balconies and, in the parks and all over the place. It's just absolutely unbelievable. And it seems like they're almost doing nothing, but they're balancing and, these slight movements. But doing something like that, I've enjoyed Pilates again. That's something that I've tried that I really, really enjoy, but it improves your mind-body awareness, and it fosters relaxation and emotional balance. It's so very important, even if you go to those classes only once a week. So, general recommendation for movement and exercise is that you have at least 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity like brisk walking, or 75 minutes of vigorous activity like jogging per week. And this needs to be combined with some muscle strengthening exercises. But I'm not a physical trainer or a fitness expert at all. And we're not talking about this. What I want to talk about is the fact that we sit behind our computers every day, and then we come home and we sit in front of our TVs. And sitting for such a length of time, even if you are a fitness fanatic and you go jogging every morning, if you're sitting behind your computer for too long, you could be doing just as much damage to your body as someone like myself who does not go jogging every morning. I have a totally different, fitness regime. So short bursts of activity do matter. So the 5 to 10 minutes burst of movement throughout the day can significantly benefit your physical and mental health. And this is what we're talking about today. Now, we've been talking a lot about sitting in front of our computers, because in a digital world, this is how a lot of us operate. How long do you tend to sit at your desk without movement? And how long is it advisable? How long should you sit and then make 100% sure that you move in some way? I did some research, and it looks like, 30 to 60 minutes seems to be about the average time. Now, I've got a fitness watch, a Samsung watch, and every 60 minutes it tells me, oh, you've been sitting for too long, you need to move, So I thought, this must be something that I need to look into, because why would a watch be programmed to tell me this every 60 minutes? And it seems like there are a lot of benefits to making sure that you move, every 30 to 60 minutes. And there's a lot of downsides if you sit at your desk and get distracted, and suddenly 2 hours later, you find that you've been sitting in the same position. So stretch, stand, walk for 2 to 5 minutes every 30 minutes to counteract the effects of sitting. And I've created a workbook so that you can start tracking this. And the way that I would suggest you do this is you set yourself an alarm so that you've got a reminder, like the watch reminds me, haha, you've been sitting for an hour. Set it on your phone or some way to start reminding you, and to just take you out of that monotony of sitting and working at your desk and sitting in one position. So how you can do this is you set your watch 60 minutes, it tells you, hello, you need to do some movement. Even if you take 2 to 3 minutes, do neck rolls, arm stretches, stand up, walk around your desk, go make yourself some coffee. It just helps improve your circulation and release muscle tension. So the side effects of sitting still for too long are there's physical effects and there's mental effects. So the physical effects are that there's an increased risk of obesity, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. There's poor posture. It results in poor posture and musculoskeletal pain, especially in the back, neck, and hips. And I get it really, I carry it in my shoulders. And every time I go to the physio, she comments on it, or if I go for a massage, how tight my shoulders are and my upper back. And that's from sitting, working on my computer for too long. Also, you have reduced circulation, which can lead to swollen legs and varicose veins. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if you felt it when you're sitting for too long, you can feel it in your legs, like the chair's starting to cut into the back of your legs. That is not good. It means it's blocking your circulation as well. Mental effects are your decreased mood, you've got increased feelings of stress, you start to get depression and anxiety, reduced cognitive function, reduced productivity, and you have stagnant blood flow to the brain. The long-term impact of this, if you've been doing it for years and years and years, studies have shown that prolonged sitting is associated with shorter lifespan, and even among people who exercise regularly. So that person who gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and goes for a run and then sits behind their desk for hours and hours on end is going to have these negative effects. So the takeaway from this is that incorporating small movements, mindful movements, starting to become aware of how long you're sitting at your desk every day can make a huge difference on your mental health and your physical health. So take those breaks, break it up into, 60-minute sections. If that's going to work for you, have a look at it and make some effort. So what I want you to do, the workbook, if you join the Facebook group, you get the workbook. The workbook will help you keep track of your day. So you'll print out a sheet. It's got a movement tracker so that you can have a look and say, okay, at 60 minutes, this is what I did. This is how long I did it for. How did I feel afterwards? So that you can start seeing what is your body responding to, what do you feel, prefer, what works for you, what doesn't, because everybody's different. So we give you some suggestions in the workbooks. There's actually 4 activities with descriptions on how these activities work. The one is to stretch and breathe. So you can do it at your desk. If you can't get away from your desk, just stand up, start stretching, and take some nice deep breaths. Maybe try box breathing that we went through yesterday, and do that for 2 minutes before sitting down again. Do some gentle neck rolls. These are amazing for loosening up these, your tight neck and shoulders, and maybe some shoulder rolls as well. You can do the seated twist. So you can stay in your seat and you can twist your body like this. Yeah. For about 2 minutes or so, and do a body scan stretch. So you close your eyes and you first start from your toes and you stretch your toes, then your feet, then your ankles, your muscles, as you go up your legs through your body up to your head, and then your arms to your fingers. So you stretch every single muscle consciously throughout your body. Now, one of my favorite activities is to get out of your chair, open your door, go move outside, maybe put the kettle on, go outside, take your shoes off and feel the grass under your feet, or dip your feet into the pool, feel the sun shining on you, breathe, take some intentional breaths. A break like that is probably only possible during lunch hour, but doing that every day, making a conscious effort, even if it's only for 5 minutes, is going to make a huge impact on your long-term health, both physically and mentally. Okay, so what I want you to do is start keeping track of your day, how long you're sitting, set that alarm for 60 minutes. Make sure that you do something intentional. So try those 4 activities out. See which one works for you. Maybe in the morning you want to do the stretches, and in the afternoon you need to do the neck rolls and things like that. Work it out. Whatever works for you, best for you, so that you can focus, you have clarity, and you feel physically better. Because if you feel physically better, you're going to sleep better at night as well. You know, it's just this domino effect. So please join our Facebook group. You can get hold of a copy of these slides. You can also get the workbook and start implementing this into your life. Here is the QR code again for the Facebook group, the VIP Facebook group. We'd love to see you there, and we can, you know, carry on for it. It doesn't have to stay with these 5 days. What we'll do with the Facebook group is we'll start, you know, reminding you, giving you tips and tricks for self-care, looking after yourself, focusing on yourself, small things that you can introduce every single day. So please join the group. We'd love to add value for you. Right, so today we looked at how important movement is, how it affects our mind and body, how much movement we should be incorporating into our daily lives, how long should we be sitting before we take a break. And yes, it's so important to be mindful of how long you're actually sitting. I think it's a very big problem with today's society. The side effects of sitting too long are quite hectic, actually. And then I've given you some examples of short bursts of movement. Let me know in the comments how this is working for you. And also remember, if you join our Facebook group, if you participate in this challenge, if you've registered for it, you will be put into the draw for Friday in the closing ceremony on Friday evening. One of you is going to win 12 weeks of 30-minute coaching sessions with me, one-on-one, to help you with something that you're needing help with specifically in your life. Thank you for your time, and I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to talk about self-care matters, little pampering things that you can introduce into your daily lives to look after you and to pamper, because you deserve it. Okay, see you then.